Welcome to KEX, Construction Engineering. Today, we are going to teach you 10 functions of speed square that will improve your woodworking skills. Have you been wondering why some professional woodworkers deliver their projects fast with high precision? This video will teach you 10 basic functions of speed square that will improve your woodworking experience forever. Therefore, watch this video to the end. Now, let's move to the workshop. Number 1. Introduction. Speed square. This is one of the tools that does wonders in woodworking if you master it. This part is called the lip. It helps the square to sit firmly and move along edges, while this part is 90° to the lip, used for squaring and 90° markings. And this part is the 45° protractor, used for marking of angle and common rafter. Now, let's start working with it and show the functions and tricks. Number 2. Marking 90 and 45° cuts. Now, position the lip to lap firmly with the edge of the wood, and then mark the 90° cut. Yes, this is how to mark 90° cut. Let's take measurement from here so we can mark the same 90° cut at the other end of this wood, because we are going to use it for our framing work. Ensure that the lip lap completely with the wood before marking to avoid error. Now that we have successfully marked the 90° cuts, let's carefully move the square and place the protractor side to touch the top of the 90° cut. Now, we can mark the 45° cut. Having done this successfully, let's mark the same 45° cut at the other end of the wood so we can cut it to the desired shape we want for our framing work. Number 3. Use as a cutting guide. Yes, you can use speed square as a cutting guide for your circular saw and even handsaw. See how it works here. Hold the speed square firmly to the wood and align your circular or handsaw properly to it, and then cut. See how smooth the cut is? You can as well use it as a guide to cut other angles that's not 90°. Let's try this with 45° cut. Let's do the same cutting at the other end too. I upload construction videos here every week. Yes, there are many construction videos on this channel. Go ahead and ask whatever you don't understand. I always reply. Thanks. Having cut this as required, let's use it for our framing work. Number 4. Using speed square to check square. You can see how perfect these cuts are. Seriously, you will master different ways of using speed square in this video. Let's use speed square to check the square of all the corners of this wood frame. We are also going to use it to check if this vertical member is perpendicular to the wood frame below. We are also going to check the square of the top frame. Number 5. To mark plumb cuts and seat cuts. Here, you will learn how to mark plumb cuts and seat cuts perfectly using speed square. Now, position the speed square properly and mark a 90-degree cut to the wood as your reference line. Note, we are going to use 5 inches rise over 12 inches run as our roof pitch. Now, let's rotate the square about the pivot till we get number 5, corresponding at the common rafter. Now, mark the plumb cut. Cut off the excess. Measure the length of the rafter from the plumb cut to the seat cut. Place the speed square at this point and rotate it about the pivot till you get same roof pitch, corresponding to number 5. Now, mark the angle. At this point, we are to mark the seat cut. Place the 45-degree angle guide that is at the middle of the speed square to align perfectly with the line of the already marked angle, just as it's shown here. Now, you can mark the seat cut. Cut off the excess. Now, cut the seat cut. Yes, this is a perfect rafter with seat cut instead of Birdsmouth. Let's label and drop it here for easy identification at the end of this session. You will know the difference between rafter with seat cut and rafter with Birdsmouth. Number 6. To mark Birdsmouth cuts. In this session, I am not going to talk much as we are going to repeat all the steps in the previous session 5. I have also done a detailed video on how to cut perfect rafters. So, if you need more in-depth knowledge on this, watch the video displayed above, and at the end of this video, thank you. Now, let's rotate the square about the pivot till we get number 5, corresponding at the common rafter. Now, mark the plumb cut. Cut off the excess. Measure the length of the rafter from the plumb cut to the seat cut. Place the speed square at this point and rotate it about the pivot till you get same roof pitch, corresponding to number 5. Now, mark the angle. Mark the Birdsmouth cut. Cut out the Birdsmouth. Mark and cut out the overhang. Cut off the excess length. Yes, we have successfully marked and cut perfect rafter with Birdsmouth. Let's label and drop it here for easy identification and usage. Our work table is looking quite unkept. Let's clean it up before we proceed. In this session, we are going to install these two different rafters so you can see and understand the difference between a rafter with a Birdsmouth and rafter with a seat cut. Watch and observe as they are well labeled. I upload construction videos here every week. Yes, there are many construction videos on this channel. Go ahead and ask whatever you don't understand. I always reply, thanks. Now, You have seen and understand the difference between a rafter with a Birdsmouth and rafter with a seat cut. Let's move to number 7. Number 7. To find and measure roof angle. Tie the plumb bob vertically downwards at the point to be measured. Then, align the 90 degree of the speed square to the plumb line. Ensure this is properly aligned. You can also use the spirit level to achieve this too. Once the speed square is properly plumbed, you can then read off the roof angle on the protractor side of the square as shown here. From our reading here, the roof angle is 23 degree, which is also consistent with the roof pitch 5/12. Now, you have seen how to measure and read roof angle using a speed square. Now, let's move to number 8. Number 8. To mark different angles. Here, we are going to use speed square to mark different angles. The angles include 90, 15, 30, 60, and 45 degree respectively. Just watch as I will be doing it practically. It's very easy with speed square. This is how to mark different angles using speed square. Now, let's move to number 9 function. Number 9. To find the center of a material. There are 2 ways of achieving this with a speed square. Let's start with the quick one. Place the speed square and gradually adjust it till it crosses the width of the material, such that it reads a number that you can easily find the half or center. In this case, we are going to adjust it to 6 so that we can easily find the center, which is 3. It's this simple and fast if you know this trick. The second method, mark and mirror 45 degree angle from the same reference line or point. Do this on the both side of the material, then connect the intersection points. That becomes the center of the material. Note that this is only applicable to material with uniform shape. Let's move to the last function, number 10. Number 10. To mark repeated lines. This is one of the simplest function of a speed square. How this work? Just place speed square properly and mark along the material at constant interval as you desire. Having watched up to this point, I believe that you have learnt these 10 amazing functions and uses of a speed square. Don't forget to watch the video on how to cut perfect rafters. It's at the end of this video. I upload construction videos here every week. Yes, there are many construction videos on this channel. Go ahead and ask whatever you don't understand. I always reply, thanks. Thanks for watching.